for some really important tips is Chef Leanne Brown. She is the author of the self-care cookbook, Good Enough. And we so appreciate you joining us this morning. I think a lot of ears are perking up because we're all noticing just how much more we're paying at the grocery store. First off, I mean, what are some staple, useful, affordable items that we should always have in the pantry, in the freezer, or the fridge?
Well, personally, I really love to go with eggs, pasta, rice, bread, that kind of thing. Your basics, and then hearty vegetables, canned tomatoes, stuff like that that will last a long time and that you can sort of keep around and use in so many different ways. You're never going to regret buying that kind of food.
And I do buy bread in bulk and I'll freeze it. So is it a good idea to, freeze a lot of these perishable items if they are freezable?
Absolutely, yes. Of course, that's going to make your life much simpler, and it'll just allow you to plan things. And isn't it so nice to just be able to grab a couple slices of bread out of the freezer anytime
Oh,
you
yeah.
want and just pop it in the toaster? It's great.
I have a freezer full of bread, but that's because I'm just obsessed with carbs. But back on topic, economist from Moody's says the typical U.S. household is spending about, what, $460 more every month
Yeah.
to purchase the same basket of goods and services, and that's compared to just last year. That is a lot of money. So what are some tips for us to how to save money when we go to the grocery store? What kind of grocery stores and beyond coupons, how else can we save money?
Well, everything you said, of course, trying for these more discounted places, the store brands, that kind of thing, comparing prices, but really also just making sure that you're getting organized and planning things so that we're minimizing things like waste. When we go to the store without a plan and just sort of grab a few things, then we end up accidentally, they'll sit on the counter for too long, or we'll forget about them in the back of the fridge. So making plans it's a simple way to make sure that you are staying on budget, and it gives you also a sense of control over the situation as well,
Yeah.
which is always really
That,
nice.
that is so smart because when I go to places like Costco, I have no control and I get distracted by all the other things besides food that is there. So that you're so right. You've got to go
Oh,
with the plan, and stick with it. And also, I'm sure a lot of people have noticed that the prices of meat and dairy, I mean, they've jumped. I think dairy prices jumped nearly 16%, meat's up 9%. For the meat eaters out there, how can carnivores still get their fill without breaking the bank?
yes, I get this question a lot. And I don't think the answer is, oh, no meat for you. It's really
Mhm.
to think of meat as as rather than the center of the plate, like a turkey dinner where it's the whole kind of the whole thing, thinking of it as the flavoring, as in so many wonderful world cuisines. Like you might have rice and it's flavored with small amounts of meat. So you have the flavor throughout, but then you have vegetables and you have rice and you have sauces and all these kinds of things that are bulking it out, making it a wonderful meal with all the flavor that you want without so much spent on the meat.
I am becoming more and more of a vegetarian. I mean, there's so many flavors from vegetables, including potatoes, right? And sweet potatoes, and yeah. Great
Those
advice.
all those wonderful things that are so good at this time.
Did you say squash? Is that what you just said?
Squash,
Yeah,
yes,
I
all the squash
love. Yes, love,
potatoes.
love, love
Yeah,
squash. Leanne Brown, maybe I'll have to get your cookbook. Sounds like you know what you're talking about. Thank you so much.
you're so welcome. Thank you.